Hello there my YouTube friends. As you can see, we have got from Captain America's Winter Soldier the 1/6 scale Falcon. This has been another one of those ones that I've been trying to get a hold of, just not willing to pay the stupid prices that it's been out there for a good while. This guy I picked up at a really good price. I'm well happy with it. So anyway guys, let's get this guy opened and see what he's about. So as you can see, first off guys, what you've got is it did come in the shipper box, which is always, they like to say, to me, an added bonus. They're not 100% necessary, but when you have got them, it does make it sort of like a little bit better of a deal for you. So that's sweet that I've got that. But the best thing of all is we have this guy. Now, as a character in the movies, yeah, I can take him or leave him, but I do like the fact that he has this sort of massive wing span on him, and that he just looks kind of cool at times. You know, he's been one of those characters that'll sort of, I think, come and go. Maybe he'll have a bigger part to play in phase, I think it's 4 that's coming up. So maybe he'll have a bigger part to play in that, or maybe he'll die in this in Endgame. I'll show up then, I suppose. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, I'll have probably seen Endgame before this actually goes up. So yeah, because I record these well in advance, and it takes us a while to sort of edit them together and get them sorted out. So this is literally, at the moment, if you can't, this is Easter weekend. This will give you an idea, guys, for those that might want to know like how I go about doing these things. This is Easter weekend. You probably won't even see this for a good while yet. Yeah, I've got plenty of other videos to go up first. But anyway guys, Falcon, let's get him open. Let's show you what you get with him. As you can see guys, shoe style box. I'm keeping my thumb on here because I think it'll just flop open if I don't. So inside of it, there you go, a picture of the actual character you're going to get. I think it's pretty damn neat. And we'll open it out, and there he is guys. I know you probably won't be able to see him because of the light. It's a beautiful sunny day today, but I'm going to get all the stuff out that you get with him and show you what we've got. And I know some of you will have probably seen a lot of other people's thing on this, especially if you watch the likes of Jedi Patrol. He's recently purchased this thing and put up a review and what have you of him. I've had him sitting here for a good 3 weeks and just not had the time to actually do a review for you guys. Now I'm trying to get my best while the dog's flaked out next to us to get these done. So let's get this stuff out and show you what we get. As you can see guys, accessories wise, you've got a fair deal. It's a nice enough amount of stuff. Of course, with this one, you have the dynamic stand with the large pole and the waist grabber rather than the crotch grabber, in order to be able to have them in a dynamic flying pose or coming into land style pose. That's necessary for this type of character. We also have here his goggles that you can either fit on the top of his head or across his eyes, which we'll have a look at on him at some point when we're having a look at the figure itself. That's pretty cool. You have his backpack or his jetpack where the wings come out of. As you can see, this bit here, if I can get it to come out, see how it's, don't know how it comes out. There we go, it just pulls out. As you can see, these bits pull out in order for the wings to be slotted in, which with this type of guy, I think you're all going to have them with the wings wherever you possibly can. You're going to have them with the wings in it. So we'll just slip this, work it out. There you go, slip that back in there for now. Okay, so that's what you do, you slip that one out in order to slip the other piece in. You have two wings, yeah, which are pretty good. You do have a little bit of articulation to them, not loads, but enough to make it so you can get a little bit more of a different look to it. You also have there the bit that he can grab onto in order for him to be able to fly the way he does. He grabs onto it, so I think that's pretty cool. Just a slight bit of red in there. Yeah, I think it makes it look sort of kind of nice, but with being too over the top. Though this is the type of character that is over the top. Again, we have, as always with these things, two spare wrist pegs, which is good that they do it in the skin tone colour, which it means they won't stand out in any bad way. Yeah, it would, if they had them in a different colour, it would have just stood out and looked really stupid. So to have them in the correct colours for the colour of the skin of the character. You have these that go on his wrists, and I think this is in order for his guns. You have his guns here. So you know how well this thing's going to be able to pick them out and show them. Just bear with me 2 seconds, I'll put the light on so the light makes any better difference to it. Oh, there we go. I think that makes a little bit more. And so there you go. You have these guns, which I do not see any moving parts on these ones, which you normally get with the Hot Toy stuff. You know, normally the underneath bit comes out, yeah, clip comes out, and normally this bit will slide back. But with this thing, nope, that's what you're getting. That's what it is. And you can see there's a small hole, which I'm guessing you can put that under there and have that against his wrist, which I'll show you on the character at some point, which is probably one of the ways I'll not probably end up having it. I'll probably end up having it either in his hand or attached to his gun belt if he's got a gun belt there. But it is at least available to you if you wanted to do it that way. You've got two of those, and obviously the two guns. Hands wise, you have the same amount of left and right, which is good. I like that when they do that. And of course, you can see here again, that one's obviously the one for gripping onto the, holding onto the actual wings. And the detail in them is pretty damn good, but that's what you come to expect from Hot Toys. You have a left and right version of it. You have his machine gun, because I don't think they're exactly pistols. His machine gun holding ones there. And I think they look pretty damn good. And you have a left and right of those. And of course, I suppose you could use them to grip onto these hand things as well, onto the wings. It depends really on the way you want to do it. There you go, guys. That's what you're getting. Might not seem much, but it's enough for what the character is, and it's enough to be able to make the character look pretty damn good. Now we'll get the character out, show you what the character looks like, and then maybe put a few bits and pieces on him and more, so you can see exactly what he would be like when he's done. When you get the character himself, this is how he comes, with fisted hands on. The uniform itself is pretty damn good, nice, sort of not too over the top, not too colourful or anything like that. His army fatigues on. Yeah, I think it looks pretty damn good the way it is. I think if he was wearing too much thingy, and it would look just, well, he'd look more like the character, I suppose. He was over the top, but for me, that looks better the way it is. You know, it's much better look to it. You know, I think even from the back, you can see where his actual jetpack and wings will fit onto there. And I think because the uniform is the way it is, it's going to make it easy enough for actually posing him. You can see in his arms, excuse me, you can see in his arms where they're sort of separate and different, so you can get a half decent range. You know, it's not the double bend, but you get enough of a range of motion there with that. Shoulder wise, Yeah, it doesn't quite come up to 90 degrees, but it still comes up a fair old way. You don't have any bicep motion, so you can't twist his bicep round. So you can't up his shoulders and pull them down a bit to give you a bit more range of motion with them. Wrists wise, there's a little bit of flexion there, but not much. Obviously it will twist completely round. Legs wise, comes forward enough. Backwards isn't quite as much as what you'd like, but it's enough. It does the trick. Massive amount of knee movability. That's a double bend in the knee, so that's going to make it so you can really sort of move them around good and proper there. Ankle wise, not a great deal, but you've got a little bit of flexion there, but it's all in one piece. The boot is all in one piece, so you're not really going to get much there. Let's see, you've got the whole boot's going to move in order to give you that bit of flexion there. So that's what you've got. Articulation wise, yeah, he does stand up on his own if you're a type like me that likes to stand him up on their own. Though with this one, I think you really are going to want him in that sort of flight style pose. I think he already comes with his sort of a set of wrist guards on there, but not able to fit the guns onto them, so that's why you get the other ones for, in order to fit these guns on. So let's have a look at it, get a little bit of better close up of his face sculpt and see how his face sculpt looks. Like this, yeah, that is a pretty damn good likeness to the character himself. You know, Andrew Mackie has a rather sort of quite stern sort of look to it, but I guess when he was coming down and flying around, he had sort of that very stern look if he was in some sort of battle. Yeah, I don't know, when he was just flying around in it, he was actually enjoying it and probably would have had a bit more of a smile on his face, but when he's in the thick of battle, that's how he would look, you know. And I think it's a pretty damn good likeness. Articulation wise, you have a good range of motion on this guy's neck, and clothing wise looks outstanding. I mean, it really does. It looks amazing with the clothing on him, the levels of details to them. Yeah, it's always, and I would keep repeating myself all the time, but really you cannot get over the amount of detail that goes into these clothing and how well they can do it. You know, I think it is phenomenal what they can do and how well they can make things look and how close they can get them to looking like what they wore in the actual movies, you know. I think it's pretty damn good how they do that. I'm going to apologise now, guys. I am still trying to learn how to use this damn phone. Yeah, it's the new Samsung S10. It's supposed to be way advanced compared to the other one, but I'm finding out I'm just really struggling to get it to actually sort of get really good pictures out of it. You know, I'm struggling like hell. So if anybody's got any tips out that how I'm supposed to work this and make this better, then please let us know, because I'm bloody struggling here. You know, with my old one, you just used to touch the screen and straight away it would literally get a better focus. With this one, it just doesn't seem to be wanting to get a damn good focus at all. And it's peeing me off, man. Peeing me right off. There you go, guys. Let's get his wings on him. Let's get his guns in his hands. And let's see how he looks then. So there we go, guys, with his guns. One gun in his hand, one gun attached to his wrist peg. And as you can see, That's how it works. So it's like when it flashed down from his wrist into his hand, like it did in the movie. That's what it would be for, if you wanted to have that look about him. And of course the other one actually in his hand there. Yeah, there's so many different ways you could actually go about deciding to pose this guy. Yeah, you could have him without his wings, which really, at the end of the day, what are you buying for if you're not going to pose him with the wings out? You know, what the hell did you buy him for? But you could have him with his wings on and one gun in hand, one gun like that. You could have him with both guns in his hands, coming down with shooting both of them the way he did. Or you could have him with his hands out, like it is in the poster thing behind you on his box, where he's just like gliding along. You know, there's so many different variants that you can have with this guy. But let's put his wings on and have a look at him with his wings on and see how he looks then. And there we go, guys, on his dynamic stand to give you that look like he's coming into land. Yeah, shooting some bad guys. And you can have his wings down like that. Oh, you can have them right out. I mean, look at the wingspan on that thing, man. No wonder people have difficulty in putting them in a detolf unit. I'm going to have to find somewhere for him to go. Some place where possibly he doesn't have to be in a detolf. Though I think this dynamic stand is too big for most of my little shelving units that I've got in here. So I'm really going to have to work something out with this guy. But goddamn, does he look good. And I think that is a pretty damn impressive figure. Looks damn good. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be happy to have this one with the rest of me Marvel figures. I'm glad I managed to pick them up, and I got them at a really good price too. I mean, I've seen so many people starting to put them out at a reasonable price second hand, and some of them at some stupid prices second hand, but I managed to get them brand new for what most are charging second hand for them. So I was well happy. Yeah, well happy. And if it wasn't brand new, god damn did it look brand new, because everything was still on them. All the bits of plastic that you get wrapped around these boots and what have you, they were all still on there. So I'm damn sure I must have gotten them brand spanking new for the price that, for less than the price that most are charging second hand for them. So you could say I am delighted to have picked this guy up. He's going to look damn good. I just now need to find somewhere to put him, somewhere where he'll fit. And the only problem I've got now is that I really don't particularly like using stands for stuff. The only couple I've got on a stand is, well, I did have my Superman on a stand, but I've actually took him off of it now. So I can still prove to you that I'm not keen on having them on stands. I've took even my Superman off his stand. I think the only one that's on a stand at the minute is my Thor, and that's because he won't stand up on his own. And I think one of my Batman ones, because he won't stand up on his own. But there you go, guys. I think he looks kind of friggin' cool. What do you think, guys? What do you think of this character? Please let me know in the comments below. Maybe even on some of the social media, if you know us on social media, show us some of the poses that you've got them in, so I can get maybe a better idea of how I can pose them up and make them look really cool in a good pose. Yeah, because it's what it's all about. It's to make them look as good as you can possibly look, with a form of dynamism to the ones that you can get like that way. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed, guys. I hope you've liked this one. I've enjoyed getting this out and having a look, and now I'm going to enjoy posing them up and finding somewhere for them, which is going to be the hard part. Anyway, guys, thank you for those that watched. I really do appreciate it, and I mean I really do appreciate those that watch. You know, there's not many of these guys that do, but those that do, it means a lot to me. Yeah, so please comment, put a like on if you've enjoyed it, put a dislike if you didn't. Yeah, and I will catch us in the next one, guys. This is the Bearded Nerdy Oaf, and once again, I'm out of here.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't Why would I ever?
Okay,
I mean,
okay.